Welcome warriors, it seems our first game on the channel is against Keeneus Theologics. I'm sure I absolutely butchered that name, but there we go. Testing out our psychic list today. Let's see how we go. That has got the cool blue deck box going on. So we take a mulligan first hand. We get a few mulligans with this deck. We're running a few Pokemons. We can start with Deoxys Energy plus Guzma Hala. We're in a nice place. See what we get. So we do start with a Shining Mew. But we don't have the payoff Pokemon or the energy to get it started, but we'll lead it out for the free retreat, and then we'll just say go so that we don't get first turned escape roped or something stupid like that and get the mono stuck in the active. So we're against obviously the Water Inteleon Blastoise Hydro Pump deck, I guess. I do love the water deck, it's so consistent with the hail and the dive ball. So we do have Golett if we can come into a land. Let's have a look through the deck and see what's going on. So we have the routes, and the Glade isn't prized. Deoxys and Necrozma and Golok, our attackers, are sitting nicely. Our Mimikyu for our cute attacker plus hand refills looking good. Always check the stadiums. We have the Dimension Valley, which will be good off the Guzma Hala, which we know we have. Looks like we have our tools, apart from our band. No, sorry, the belt. And DCE looks to be prized as well. So I guess the best thing here to do I guess we could play down the routes, start getting ready for the body catch. We'll play our Mooner. We have the belt in hand with blind and just didn't see. Sky Pillar here is early because they don't have like a Cloyster or any kind of spread Pokemon set up right now, but giving them an extra search is obviously just bad. So we're just Sky Pillar now and we'll end away, see what happens. Which seems to be good for us. Avery is such a house against water, obviously shutting down their bench is just so strong. We end up with the energy to power up the Golett, and we have a Mysterious Treasure, so we can go probably Moshana next turn just to get it online straight away, so we do have some consistency to the deck. For this turn I think it's just energy to the active, and then put some energy on our Golett and routes. Is that right? We could treasure away Peonia for Necrozma. Two attackers on the back set up, get ready. Avery and just spin the wheel to see if we can get a ball maybe. Actually I like that. Setting up against water is probably the best thing to do. And seeing as we have the free setup with the Mew and we don't need the access to the prize, we'll go ahead and we'll treasure away the Peonia. We will grab a Necrozma. Play the Necrozma down, attach for the turn, and then we will guidance up some energies. Probably go for the Horror and just a DCU for the Golok. Could be a waste though to do it such early on. We have the tag call for Guzma Hala 4, a special energy next turn, so we'll take a basic, we'll attach the horror here, and we'll attach the basic here. So next turn we can tag call for Guz Mahala, flick away 2 cards, grab D-Valley plus energy of the Necrozma, and then we have the free retreat and we can start attacking, try and do something against their game plan. I would imagine they try to fill their bench here, which will be good for us for the Avery play, if we have to go that way. It's such cool artwork, this Drizzile. Look at this dude. Looks like a cardboard warrior himself. So he's got a Shady Dealings, grab his Evo Soda for his artillery, I would imagine. Don't see much point in going for the War Turtle here. I mean, we can't see his hand, of course. So yeah, we goes for the artillery. He's playing the Rapid Strike Search artillery. It's unconventional, so I'm guessing he's leaning more into the rapid strike side of the deck. Yeah, there's a Tapu Fini. It's a solid attacker, I guess. 3 for 120. You do put the energy back into your hand, which can open you up to some Marnie or end plays, but I'm guessing he has this artillery so we can search for the rapid strike energy next turn, so we can attach now. But then he's still a little bit behind having the Squirtle in the active, right? So having the belt here could be clutch, but we really would like him to bench something else if we're not going to play Guz Mahala next turn. Opponent is in the tank, knows that the Necrozma's getting powered up. It looks like he chose to get the artillery off of the Drizzile. So I guess, yeah, the Evo Soda for the artillery. Is this capture? So he's played the capture on a Lapras, so playing Avery here is pretty good. We either get rid of his attacker or the Lapras backup, which will attack our bench obviously, because we will have to get rid of the Skybella for Dimension Valley if we're going to play the attack on the Necrozma next turn. So now we have to go for Guz Mahala so we can just get the Float Stone to the Munna. And there's the Float Stone anyway, so this is kind of really awkward, right? So we're tag call for Guzma, maybe we get Cynthia as well. Yeah, so Cynthia was still in the deck. We have Float Stone in hand, which is obviously great for this play right now. We have to unfortunately get rid of the, I guess, Avery. We can get back with Cynthia and Caitlyn. So now we get a spell tag, energy plus D-Valley, and that's the attack for Necrozma. So play Float Stone here, and then we will have to Guz Mahala. This is an unfortunate Guz Mahala, but I think the right thing to do is the Avery and the Fury Belt, so we can at least Caitlyn back the Avery if we need. The belt here hurts quite a lot, but I don't see anything so far that's even hitting for 130, so I think we're okay. So we'll get rid of the belt and the Avery. Go ahead and grab the D-Valley. We'll get a spell tag. We're doing 160. It doesn't have a Wailord out, I guess that's 200 anyway. So we'll grab a spell tag to fix any kind of math in case a Wailord does come down. And we will get the DCE. Oh wait, we still don't have the attack, right? Yeah, we still don't have the attack. That's sad. I guess we're just gonna have to go Beach if we don't have the attack. Go back into so we'll retreat back into the Mew and power back up, or we go Beach offer up the Mew, and just refill our hand, which I think is probably the best idea, to be honest. Yeah. Prize the mystery energy, which I didn't spot when we was going through, which was just a shame. So we'll take a DCE as well, so we can attach to the gullet. So we'll go DCE on the gullet. We'll offer up the Mew for the attack. We will put to sleep, hit the heads like a boss. We'll play the beach this turn just so we can refill the hand and make sure that we're trying to get ahead here. We would play the spell tag if we was going to attack with Necrozma, but we're not attacking with Necrozma, so we'll keep the spell tag in case we have access to like Golurk next turn and we can slap it straight down on that. So we get the Verse Seeker. So we do have access to Avery if we need it. I have the Poke now so we can go digging a little bit more for the Golurk. But you see the scrubby noob play on the Guzma Hala there really costing us, to be honest. I should have made sure the extra special psychic energy was available to us so we could have made that play. It was kind of careless. I drew the float stone and got happy, and also didn't check the prizes properly the first time we went through, which I'm kind of a noob, so that is what it is. He is asleep though, so he does need extra cards to be able to get out of this. He's gone Dive Ball for Inteleon, so he can, I guess he can retreat or Guzma up. He can't Guzma, but he can definitely retreat, escape rope, something like that, some kind of shenanigan. So if he has the Rapid Strike energy in hand, he could go the Rapid Strike, escape rope, plus the Tower of Waters. Is that the one where you can retreat for free the Rapid Strike Pokemon? And then he could just promote the Octillery and then retreat back into the Tapu Fini for the attack on the Mew. Which I'm taking down the Mew at this point is kind of okay. We have the Raihan, so we can definitely start making some plays with the Necrozma or the Golurk next turn. That's assuming obviously he takes a knockout on the Mew if he does make this play. If not, we use the Dex, go digging. We could even Verse Seeker for Peonia, try and hit the mystery energy, but that does not do too much really without the D-Valley in play. So he has gone for the Evo Incense and the Tower of Waters for the free retreat. Maybe he has Escape Rope in hand. Birdkeeper, okay. So you can Birdkeeper the Octillery, or the Lapras, I guess, and then play the Tower. Has he got Rare Candy in hand? No. So that's lucky for us, I guess. So he has to have the Rapid Strike energy this turn if he wants to attack with the Tapu Fini. He's got the retreat, so he's got everything set up now. Does he have the energy? And he does. The man has everything. Nice gold Rapid Strike. So he takes the first KO on the Tapu Fini, which allows us to go Necrozma, and then we can Raihan for the Dimension Valley. Attach spell tagged attack here. I guess the only thing he can set up is a Lapras, which should be 100 to the back. We play Luzamine so we can get the Sky Pillar back and close down the Lapras after we take out the Tapu Fini. We just have to find it. So now the question is, do we go the Necrozma or the Golurk? And he does keep the Rapid Strike energy as well for next turn. So if we go Necrozma, Raihan, grab the D-Valley. We could play Pokénav to try and find our routes. I mean our Curlier or our Mashana. or we play the Gullet, spell tag, and then the only thing we have to do is Raihan to Necrozma and then go get the Golurk off of Raihan as well. Leaves us more open to a Verse Seeker next turn for Raihan. I kind of like that play. I think we go Gollet to the active. Field Blow is nice. That's going to get something stuck hopefully. So we'll Raihan to Necrozma. And then we'll go ahead and grab our Golurk. We'll play the Golurk and then play the spell tag to it. Then I think the best thing to do here is probably play a Mimikyu. I'm poking now. So we're not fixing too much math actually with the Mimikyu play going for the Splash Art, which I'm guessing he's going for next. Unless he doesn't evolve the Water. So I mean, there's no value in not playing Mimikyu here, I don't think. What do we have left in the deck? Deoxys for an attacker. So we'll play the Mimikyu. And we'll go for a dig. We don't find anything, unfortunately. So we can guarantee the attack. Well, we can guarantee the attack anyway if he doesn't end, because we always have the Burst Seeker for the Raihan next play. So we'll grab D-Valley out to make sure that we have to search for less cards. And then the rest of the order just doesn't matter. Do we get rid of the Tower of Waters now is the question. What else is he playing? I'm guessing he obviously plays the Floatstone plus Band. Belt, that's 160, so that math doesn't matter there. That's fine. So I think we're just going to get rid of the Tower of Waters to make sure that he needs extra cards to make his play next turn. And then we'll just go ahead and take the knockout on the Tapu Fini. So he probably next turn has to go Blastoise, and then if he plays Lapras and knocks out one of our bench, that's not the worst. He goes down to 4 prizes, but has what? Not much set up really. The Lapras energy will go back to hand. Maybe we can end after taking the KO. This only does 120, so even with a belt this is doing 140. Once the spell tag's active, if he does use Lapras, we can fix the math so we can use the Copycat to take out something off the bench. Has got the Blastoise like we thought though, so that's fine. So we're probably looking at an Aqua Bullet here. Nessa. I guess that's just all his phone. Not too sure what other basic attackers he's playing. You would imagine if he's leaning into this Rapid Strike build, he's playing the Rapid Strike Wishy-Washy, which could be good for us if we get any kind of damage on it whatsoever, and then Hex Maniac, bring it back to its 30 HP. So we are seeing the Aqua Bullet here, and he is setting up the Lapras, which is why we benched the Mimikyu just in case. So the spell tag, if he does get the KO, we'll set up some math so we can probably take out the Octillery. We could even take out the Lapras itself, but I'm not too sure what this Octillery is going to be getting anymore. Now it's already got the Rapid Strike energy. I guess we'll find out now as it's going looking. So it goes for the Fiddy. I think his best bet is probably setting up the Lapras to be able to take out the routes and the Munna. Just stop me getting set up from this point onwards, I think is the best thing for him to do. He's looking like he's choked out a little bit. I don't see anything coming down that's going to potentially OHKO us yet anyway, so I'm quite happy with that. So he does get the Aqua Bullet. Luckily, Necrozma's got 130 HP and not 20, otherwise could probably put the 20 onto the Necrozma, and then after I take the knockout on Inteleon, promote the Lapras. He is going this route anyway, so maybe he has a muscle band play or something that he's trying to set up. We have the Dimension Valley that we knew was coming. So Mystery Energy. I think we just placed that on the Mimikyu, because that's potentially looking like it's going to be our next attacker, because they have to get rid of the Golurk, right? So the spell tag will work. They start to use the Lapras, which they've already powered up. We can take out the Octillery or the Tapu Fini, and that does look pretty nice. We could then potentially end away their Rapid Strike Energy for their 3 prize turn. Yeah, this looks nice. So we don't need to play D-Valley just yet, because that would just get sent away. Or do we need to? So it's a pretty good attack. So if we play the D-Valley and then hit for the Megaton full, we kill ourselves as well as the Inteleon. So we hit for 150. So if we hit for 150, he kills the Golurk in response, goes down to 4 prizes. We can use 1 from the spell tag to kill the Inteleon, and then we can take out the take out the Octillery with the Mimikyu after using the Lapras attack from the D-Valley if we place Mystery Energy here. We're not going to be attacking with Deoxys this game, I can't see, so I think what we'll do is Avery worth it here? I'm not sure if it is, right? So Avery, he just gets rid of Tapu Fini. So an extra attacker gone. Next turn he kills the Golurk. I don't think we care. But what we will do is we'll pay the Cynthia Caitlyn to grab our Raihan back, and then we have the option to Raihan or Verseeker for the end next turn, but having the Raihan just back in the deck is way better than not. Draw a fresh 3, see if we can get my Shana off the top, which we don't. So yeah, we just set up that play then. I think we just do the 150 to the Inteleon, he takes the knockout, and then we're going to have to promote Necrozma to take out the Lapras, and then we can start to Mimikyu because he only has the 120 and that's how hard he's hitting for anyway, and we obviously have the spell tag to reduce some math. I think this is the right play, but I am a noob so we never know. I will quick ball away Chimecho, purely just to thin the deck. We have the Deoxys but we're not going to be attacking with it, and if we do we have Special Charge to get back our Fusion Strike energy. So for now we're just going to go straight in with a Reinforced Punch, do the 150, expect to get KO'd back, putting 20 more onto the Necrozma. We'll fix some math using the spell tag, knock out the Inteleon, and then promote Necrozma, which I think is the best thing to do to stop him taking the snipe KO. He probably then does take the snipe on the Mimikyu, but who knows, maybe he takes one of the setup Pokemon, and right now I think it's just a prize race, so I'd rather him take one of these setup Pokemon so we can go Mimikyu and then actually take advantage of the bench. He does have Nessa in hand, which we know from last turn. But he's used the Inteleon Shady Dealings now, so that trick's gone. The auxiliaries already searched for the stadium and for the DC, his version of DC, I guess, the Rapid Strike Energy. So now we just have to see what exactly he's got going on. His search options are limited now. He's played his Gladion for turn, so he's not shuffling, drawing. Avery now does look quite nice, especially as we're going to take a KO next turn. Search for a Cybold, which is, I think that's the heal 60, right? I think that's fine, so he plays the bullet and should take to Necrozma. So we will take out the Inteleon. We'll put 1 on the Octillery to fix the math in case we need to take out Octillery. Everything else we have in the deck's going to be hitting for 160 unless he plays Lapras, and then some way or somehow we end up copying the Splash Arch, which is 100 to the bench, and if that does happen, I guess we'd like to have the Finny on 100 as well. Now we just promote Necrozma. Well, we're fronting the mana just because we have the free retreat, but I think now is probably Raihan to get Moshana active and stop it being Splash Arch the way. This also opens up for us being able to just draw the Guzma, I guess, off the top. For taking out the Lapras. That would have been so much nicer as a Curlier. But I think that is the play. Let's have a look and see what stadiums he's got. So he's got the Brooklet Hill, which is gone. There's Tower of Waters, which is gone. I'm guessing that he still does have a Field Blower in play, or a Field Blower in his deck. Maybe prized, I'm not too sure. Would have thought he'd have got rid of Floatstone by now. Let's just throw the heavy ball out and have a quick look, see what's left. So we do have an Inky, which we will take. That's just a bonus. Our loser mean is inside the prizes, which is kind of annoying. Because just straight up being able to get the Sky Pillar to stop Lapras right now is kind of good. We could Raihan just for the energy, retreat, grab a Moshana. I think we'll play the Yinky anyway, because obviously our Malamar's still in deck, which is going to be good to start powering up. I'm wondering if it's just N and attack after playing D Valley, because then it forces him, if we obviously it relies on luck, right? We both get kind of a whatever hand off of the N. I kill the Tapu Fini here, he brings in Lapras. He has to kill Routes, Inkay or Mimikyu, leaving Necrozma alive, even if he evos into Cloyster. That's only doing 60. I think N here is just powerful, right? We do lose Moshana. We're gonna go for the height. We're gonna go for it. We are a noob, so we just play the turn we think is right, and then evaluate it later. Let's go ahead and grab an N, and let's N. If we did have Guzma or Boss's orders off the top, we just go for a Lapras. But this is okay. This isn't the worst. So we will retreat into our Necrozma. Do we care about Deoxys? Play counter energy. He's going to go to 3, next will be 3 each. I don't think it matters. We're just going to go ahead, take the knockout on the Tapu Fini. He promotes a Lapras, and you would imagine he takes out one one of our setup mons. We get the heavy ball off the prizes, of course. No losamine for us. No losamine for us. So there's 2 energy to charge up the cloister, which unless he has in hand, he obviously can't do. And then that's probably the best scenario for us. So we will have to promote the Lapras, you would feel, which is going to take out a Benchmon, and then we're going to take the Lapras out in response, unless he can Guzma plus retreat. And then that keeps us ahead in the prize race, which looks good for us. So there is the Cloister, which only does 60 plus 30 to 2 benched mons. Maybe we get the Losamine off the attack here, and we can play Sky Pillar, and it looks like the rest of his attacks don't do much. The teammates with a full art not only looks great, obviously plays great too. Now I can just go grab 2 of any of the cards he needs from his deck to start up his play now and potentially his next turn. He knows the end's already been played from me, as well as the Cynthia and Caitlyn and the Verseeker, so he's not going to get end, you would imagine, right now, unless I took a Losamine, which even then is 2 turns away for an end, and I'd be on 1 prize, and that doesn't seem profitable. Does find a Cape of Toughness, and I think we have used our Field Blower. We have used our Field Blower. So the Cape of Toughness here is going to do some work for sure. He's going to get to take a KO, and then probably another one. Puts him ahead then on the prize race, enables our counter energy. We have got rid of the band, and he has played the right move by getting rid of the Mimikyu, so we can't just Splash Arch away his bench in response. We do pull a basic Psychic, which is beautiful for us. So we're obviously going to play this to the active to make sure we can actually attack this turn. So Cynthia gives us 6, Colress gives us 6. Play the heavy ball to get it out of the hand and the deck. We know Losamine plus our energies are there. So we could play down Deoxys, draw 7. And they've used Guzma already. You would think they have a boss's orders? Question mark. And then that, yeah, but the boss's orders kinda means we have to find the special charge. Let me go ahead, draw 7. So we find Curlier plus Machado, which is honestly just the best ceiling for that we could have asked for, really. We can go Ball Guy next turn for our Ultra Ball, which is still in the deck. And that will go ahead and secure our Gallade. We drew Muscle Band, which now we're actually hitting for math. We're actually hitting for 180 on the Lapras, which is beautiful. So we'll bang the Muscle Band down. We'll go ahead and we'll Mashana first, because if we do find something, the second card we want to play now, we can obviously grab it from the Trainer's Mail. So we're Forsworn. We find Gallade and Special Charge. What we'll do is we'll grab the Gallade that goes into hand, and then we can Trainer's Mail for the Special Charge and put some energies back into the deck, and that will help us with the Deoxys in case anything happens next turn. So we'll go ahead, we will Trainer's Mail, we'll grab the Special Charge that we knew was there, and then we will put away our Fusion. And I think at this point a DCE is just way more valuable to us because our other one is prized. So we'll grab those 2, put them back into the deck, and then we'll swing to take out the Lapras. And we expect the Cloister to come up next, which only hits for 60 plus 30 again to 2 of the bench, and we get the DCE as well. So this is This is just nice, right? We're kind of just popping off now. There isn't too much we're afraid of. We don't have an attack next turn if he takes a knockout here, because we'll have to go Gallade and then energy. Oh no, we do have an attack, right? Because we'll go Gallade, twin energy, and then we just search for Raihan. That's why we took the Raihan back earlier with the Cynthia and Caitlyn. It just sets up a higher ceiling for us to win further into the late game, which this Psychic deck really does need. It's a strong deck, as you can see, but maybe a better pilot would do better. Okay, so energy retrieval, grab 2 more. This is the wishy-washy that we didn't really want to see coming up and being powered up. Okay. So this is gonna get sweaty now. So that puts... Okay. So we could go... Gallade the right choice here? I don't think it is, right? I think Deoxys plus Twin Energy to Deoxys, Psychic Energy to Gallade, and then Raihan for the Fusion Strike. And then we still have access to Gallade, so we can get ready for an attack next turn, which I think is just the right play. Yeah. They both do 160 damage anyway, so we'll go ahead and put this to Gallade. We'll put the Twin Energy onto the Deoxys, and then we will Body Catch for our Raihan. Play our Raihan. We will Raihan to the Gallade, and then we'll go ahead and grab our Fusion Strike Energy. Play... Oh, wait, no. This is why noobs shouldn't play the game. Wow. We attached for turn, right? We were supposed to Raihan. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. We was doing so well. We was doing so well. So now do we just lose? I'm so tired. I should have taken the Ultra Ball, grabbed for the Malamar. Yeah, this is not cool. Oh wow, the misplays. The misplays are real, sir. And that was incredibly unfortunate there. Well, it wasn't even unfortunate, right? It was just completely stupid. I got excited, tried to set up 2 turns and 1 with the Raihan, not realising exactly what exactly I should have done there. So he takes a what? He takes a knockout on the wishy-washy. I mean, he takes a knockout on the Deoxys. Yeah, this is just all she wrote now because of that play, I think. Yeah. Well, you live and you learn, I guess. You live and you learn. We find the counter energy, so we have the attack. Let's have a look through. We have absolutely nothing to back us up after the glade goes down. So this is all she wrote for sure. This is definitely a shame. So play the counter energy, of course, we have to. Is there a world in where we get the rod? Still 150 unless he finds energy. That's kind of why I was going to Marnie. Let's Marnie and see if we find a rod. Luckily, why not? We kind of have to. We find the rod and the Malamar. Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. Would have been nicer to have a quick ball to go with this. But this is kind of okay. We'll go ahead and grab the Necrozma. There's no point in the Deoxys, right? Because the energy is now gone. There's no way of getting that back. Oh no, is it back in the deck now? Must be. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna have to grab the Deoxys as well. Just grab one, so we still have Malamar active. Because I think we're just gonna have to Malamar to itself. 60. Because the Galade's gonna get knocked out anyway, you would feel. And we die. So we just do this, because we have the DCE anyway. And he finds the energy. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Good game. If we hadn't choked on that right hand play, the outcome would have most definitely been different. But that's just the way it is. Necrozma dealing 860 damage during there. Absolutely beautiful Pokemon. Oh well, that's it for now. Thank you for watching. Catch you again.